Today's video is about knot stitches. Knot stitches are mainly two types, that are French knot and Bullion knot. Here we presenting tutorials of main two stitches and three variations of French knot. So let's get into know each stitches separately. First one is French knot. French knot can be used to do little flowers or as a filling stitch to fill in small circles and the center of flowers. Many closely done French knots can give a woolly appearance and can be used for textures. Now we are going to learn how to do the French knot. First, bring the needle out through fabric. Then hold the thread in one hand and place the needle close to the thread. Wrap the thread around it twice, as shown. Hold the knots in needle with one finger and pull the longer side of the thread tightly. Then bring the needle to the back side. The needle hole must be near to first needle came out. You will see your first French knot formed. Repeat the stitch until your desired design filled. Next we are looking towards the French knot variations. First variation is Peking French knot. The Peking knot is left loose to look like a ring. These were used in close succession to fill motifs. Now let's begin to do Peking stitch. First, bring the needle out through fabric. Leave the thread towards the left side. Now using your finger, wrap the thread around needle and twist it to make a loop and place it above the fabric near to the thread comes out. Pull the loose end of the thread to tighten the loop to the desired size. Hold the knot with finger and gently pull down the thread. You will get a ring sitting on a knot-like stitch. Repeat the stitches to complete the design. Second variation in French knot is ring knot. Ring knot stitches worked pretty much like the French knot, but the thread is looser to form rings. Now let's begin embroidery. Start by bringing the thread of the fabric from below. Loop the thread around the needle thrice. Do not hold the thread tightly like the French knot. Let it loose to form small rings and insert the needle below just beside where you brought it up. While holding the rings, pull the needle down. Keep working on the knots in a similar way to finish the design. This stitch can be used in place of the French knots. Beautiful flowers can be made with the ring knots. It can be a great filling stitch too. Third variation is long French knot. Pistol stitch is also known as the long French knot. The only difference between the French knot and long French knot is that we would leave a little floss at the bottom like a stem, then work the French knot. Now let's begin embroidery. Start by bringing the thread from beneath the fabric. Pull the thread up and loop it around the thread couple of times. Leaving a little thread at the end, take the needle to where you want to take it down at the desired distance. Take the needle down and pull the thread down. Long French knot stitch is ready. You can make beautiful designs with this stitch. Flowers, leaves can be filled using this long French knot. The second main stitch in knot is Bullion knot. Bullion knot is a very pretty stitch. mastering which leads you to make beautiful embroidery. It is also known as caterpillar stitch, coil stitch or worm stitch. Let's begin to stitch bullion knot. Start by bringing the thread up at point A from below the fabric. Insert the needle at point B. Do not take down the needle and push it through to point A again. Hold the needle and wrap the thread around the needle at least 6 times or more. The knots should neither be too tight or too loose. The number of loops must be considered the space between point A and B. Hold the loops between the fingers and pull the needle and the thread along with it. Insert the needle down the fabric at point B again and secure a knot. Repeat the stitch in same way to complete the design. Beautiful flowers can be made with this stitch. Roses look amazing with the bullion knots. You can even make buds or lazy daisy with this stitch. Try all these knot stitches. Please let us know the feedback through comments and likes. We already uploaded a video on basic embroidery, flat stitches, check it as well. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel, more exciting contents on the way.